Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to play some more How to Break Up with Your Yandere Boyfriend. This time we are going to go for Ending D. Let's begin. This game is currently a demo with 5 neutral endings. At the moment, we're actively working on a route where you discover the meat in the fridge. So by doing that route includes choices during the dinner scene. For other routes, please remember to use the WIP button to progress through the dinner scene and reach a neutral ending D minus, and F. You can find all walkthroughs here. This game's results are shown at the point of view of the main character. Your choices will affect the scenes involving the fractions by parts and characters related to the MC. These selections shape how the world reacts to you. You take a breath and step into yourself. You picture your hair, how it naturally rests. I'm gonna go with... Okay, wavy or straight? What is it today? It's both. I'm gonna go with curly. Now it's color. And plus, it's kind of nice to see every single option, except for the hair color. Brown. Your skin, warm, cool, familiar. Closest is pale. Because technically I'm more tan and pale at the same time. Thank you, Arizona. Your eyes, the part people linger on. Are we sure that that's the part that people linger on? Are we sure? Brown. The shape of your gaze. Because I have no idea. Moon. Your hair falls in a curly way, naturally brown. Your pale skin feels unmistakably yours. Those brown Mona eyes stare back at you. This is how the world will see you. That's me. You type your name. Which is... Ryan, your name. Hey, Ryan. The sound of your name jolts you back to reality. You blink, realizing you've been staring blankly at your open computer screen for who knows how long, doing absolutely nothing. Your gaze drifts to the clock on the wall, still office hours, before shifting to the person who called your name. It's your coworker, the one you've been working closely with for a while now. Unlike the person she replaced, the two of you get along surprisingly well. For a moment, you just stare blankly at the file she extended towards you. They need some last-minute changes before sending them to the client. Something about increasing the font size by a point. She mimics your boss's mannerisms perfectly, coaxing a faint smile from you. As you take the files, your fingers instantly return to the keyboard, tapping out the same monotonous rhythm as always. So you still haven't talked to him, have you? A few people pass by your desk, arling loudly, but you keep your eyes fixed on the screen and mutter, "Not yet." How much longer are you going to delay this? It won't change anything. I know. Your coworker takes a sip from her mug without lifting her hands from the keyboard, then grimaces. Thanks to your boss dragging out the meeting, the coffee's gone ice cold. Joke's on you. I like iced coffee. Starts drinking it. You can't keep doing this. Aren't you dead set on telling him last night? You roll your eyes dramatically and exhale, knowing full well she won't see it. I tried, but In the middle of the video call, his dog suddenly started throwing up. She saw the video call and knew what we were going to do. Ate something, then threw up. She's a very smart dog. How was I supposed to drop a breakup on him like that? I'm not that heartless. Was it serious? You tried to recall the last message from your boyfriend sent you this morning. I think she swallowed something or had an allergic reaction. Either way, I'm sure she's fine now. Soren took her to the vet this morning. Perfect opportunity. Call him somewhere after work and talk. But Soren would never have his dog alone like that. He's crazy attached to her. It'll only take half an hour. No way. How was I supposed to explain why I'm breaking up with him in half an hour? Impossible. Well, we can do the impossible. People break up with a single text these days. He would kidnap us if we did that. That's way too harsh. Besides, he'll never accept it. He won't. Your coworker suddenly stops typing and turns to you, confused. You don't need him to accept it. Just tell him that you don't feel the same way anymore, unless that's not actually the case. Your fingers freeze mid-type. Of course he is. Alright, don't get mad, but you're so sure about breaking up. Why keep delaying it? You saw hard before answering, as if you've been asking yourself the same thing. Of course, this isn't the kind of question you can resolve in the middle of the workday, mid-conversation with a coworker. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as good at breaking hearts as you are. It's like, no, we're gonna try at least. Didn't we have past relationships? What about those? See more excuses. Maybe you shouldn't reconsider. You might regret it later. In more ways than one. No, I have to end it. Like I said, my feelings changed. I know how good he is to me, how devoted he is, but I can't return it. Lately, I've been thinking about my ex. Oh, defensive now. Your voice rises slightly. Not that I went back, it's just things were so different with him. Maybe Soren and I weren't right for each other. To your surprise, your coworker nods. That's fair. I'm sure he'll be happier with someone else, too. You're right. I'll tell him today, and this time I mean it. Just then, the files on your desk tremble slightly, startling you. It takes you a second to realize it's just your phone vibrating beneath them. But the moment you see his name flashing on the screen, an odd tension calls in your chest. Your eyes dart to your coworkers. It's him. Unlike you, she looks almost excited, nudging you towards the phone. Perfect timing, check what he wrote. Whose printout is this? It got mixed up. Whose printout is this? It got mixed up with mine. Someone's grumbling by the printer. Your coworker jumps up in a hurry. Left alone, you hesitate. A part of you dreads whenever new complication this message might bring. Something that could unravel your resolve. Your fingers hover before finally tapping the screen. Wait for the test result, but they said she ate something she should have. Hey, love, we finished early at the vet, so I went shopping. I got those ribs you love. Cooking a special dinner tonight. Just the two of us. What do you say? And Princess, we can't forget Princess. You exhale sharply, lean back on your chair and closing your eyes. Your coworker rushes back, papers in hand. What did he say? You glance around the office, making sure no one's paying attention, then show her the message. I don't think anyone cares. Unless we have another Yandere in here. This is great. All you have to do is go, then explain things as kindly as possible. From what I remember in the company dinner, Soren seems like a very reasonable, kind guy. Even things clean, no drama. You have no doubt Soren is responsible. Is reasonable, level-headed even. And yet, the thought of having that conversation stirs an inexcusable unease in you. You can't explain why. Soren's the definition of ordinary. Dog, remote job, weekend split between bad movies and you. No surprises, no drama, just life. Painfully ordinary. Maybe that's part of why you want to leave. Compared to your ex, no, you can't make that comparison yet. Not until this is over. With a quick tap on the keyboard, you reply, "Of course, I'll be there." The rest of your workday passes in a hectic blur, yet somehow faster than you expected. By the time you've packed up and chatting with your coworkers on your way out, you realize you're in the best mood you've been in for days. Your coworker flashes you an annoying smile before parting ways. "Don't forget to text me updates. I'll be waiting." But the moment dinner crosses your mind, all your anxieties come crashing back down like a wave on your shoulders. You freeze mid-step, mid-sidewalk, earning a few annoyed bumps from passerbyers. "Hey, right, see you." Since you needed to stop by your place first, you hurry into the crowded metro and pull out your phone, only to find bad news waiting. No, Soren hasn't canceled. Worse, you completely forgot to pick up your dress from the dry cleaners for your best friend's birthday party tomorrow. Your stomach drops as you read the reminder text, double-checking the shop's address and hours. "We noticed you haven't picked up your dress yet. It's freshly clean and waiting for you at the Suds and Suds. Don't forget to stop by during our office hours. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. The dry cleaner is in the exact opposite direction of Soren's place. If you go now, you'll definitely be late for dinner. Your options skip the party entirely. With tomorrow's big client meeting, your boss won't give you even an hour break, and you can't exactly show up to your friend's fancy venue in some random outfit. Okay, this time we're gonna go swing by the cleaners because we have to have 6 of these determination points instead of 8 this time around. Swing by 8 or just a little, or 7 I think. Swing by the dry cleaners. The weight of the pending conversation with Soren already presses down on you, but right now, more than anything, you need this. An evening with friends, a chance to breathe. You owe yourself that small mercy. Besides, Mina isn't just a friend, she's your childhood confidant. You could never abandon her on her birthday. You hop off the metro and power walk to the dry cleaners, arriving just before closing time. As you clench the freshly clean dress and step back onto the street, a wave of relief washes over you. Tomorrow's party will be perfect. You laugh, you forget, you live. And then it hits you. You need to text Soren. Okay, hey, running a bit late. Something urgent came up after work. A pain of guilt stabs you in your chest as you hit send. You should explain, but how? He doesn't even know about the party or the breakup, and now it's definitely not the time. Hope that's okay. His pride pings instantly. No worries, babe. A message conjures a memory. Your last night out together, rushing downstairs in heels, once napping mid-step. Don't rush, be careful. I could come pick you up if you like. You nearly tremble head first if he hadn't caught you. You bury that humane moment, yet he remembers. Wait. Thanks, but no need. I'll keep you posted. You rush home, shower and haze, and throw on something comfortable before sliding into the waiting Uber. Of course, you don't forget to text Soren. The wee sends a ripple of unease for you until you remember, right? Just him and his dog, like always. Tonight, you won't tolerate any distractions, no excuses, no turning back. Since Soren's place is quite far from the city center, you have plenty of time during the journey, and the question that's been weighing on your mind for days surfaces once again. Is breaking up with him truly the right decision? If you were to bypass your indecisive reasoning, instead trust your feelings, just as you intended tonight, you would find your answer clear. You no longer want to continue this relationship. There's something wrong here. Something simply feels wrong to you. Just then, your phone buzzes with a notification pulling you from your thoughts. Assuming it's a message from your boyfriend, you reach for your phone, but the name that flashes across the screen makes your heart involuntarily quicken its pace. Lars, your ex-boyfriend. Or rather, the ex-boyfriend who's been creeping into your thoughts more and more lately. I wonder how he was with us. Hi, it's been a while. I hope you're doing well. Sorry if I bothered you. I'm bothering you. I'm just wanting to know if you're coming to the party tomorrow. As you read the message, an inexcusable thrill rises within you. Knowing Lars' fondness for crowded, lively gatherings, and the fact that he shares mutual friends with Mina, whose birthday is tomorrow, you're certain he'll be there. But what puzzles you is why, after all the months of silence, his first message is about this. You have no idea. Should you respond? Your fingers hesitate over the screen, your inner voice whispers that it would be a mistake. Yet another part of you burns no. Has he really moved on? And itches to answer him. I'm still not gonna text Lars. He seems kind of he doesn't seem like my type. Don't text him. You slip your phone back in your pocket and turn to look at the window. Swords are definitely our type. Right now, we have neither the time nor the energy to respond to that message, nor dwell on what might be going for Lars's mind. Might do it next time. Yeah, next time would be better. You know the reason he's been creeping back into your thoughts lately is because emotional void and anxiety stirring up by your decision to end things with Soren. You experienced this pattern in the past relationships too. But the past needs to stay where it belongs, behind you. As you step out of the Uber, you notice that the light patter of raindrops trapped against the car door has turned to a steady downpour. Seeing how dark the sky has grown, you check the time on your phone, only to realize you're running later than you thought. The realization sends a ripple of tension beat through you. You pick up your pace, crossing the small garden of Soren's house, an old but sturdy-looking two-story detached house. His renovations permanently postponed. It's like, yeah, he likes it that way. You rush beneath the pergola at the entrance. You mean the front porch? Doing your best to shield yourself from the rain. As you press the doorbell, you take a moment to notice how the neighborhood, made up entirely of similar detached houses, remained just as calm and quiet as ever, rain or not. Soon the muffled sound of footsteps and distant dog barks pierce through the hum of the rain. Then the door swings open, and there he is. In his handsome glory. Despite the difference in your heights, he leans forward just enough for you to see clearly the warm smile spreading across his face. Welcome, love. Come on in. Don't get any wetter. He steps inside to let you in, and as you cross the threshold, the familiar warmth of the house wraps around you. The contrast between it and the cold, damp air outside, or perhaps the weight of what's about to happen, sends a faint shiver down your spine. Just then, Soren closes the door swiftly behind you, and turns to face you. Okay, we are gonna do nothing still, because I want to try to do it where I go to the kitchen. Do nothing. It might be best to put a little distance between you and him, especially with the breakup talk still looming ahead. So instead of hugging or kissing him like you usually would, you settle for a warm smile. Unlike you, Soren leans in and presses a small kiss on your cheek, and you're unaware of your reserved manner, or choosing to ignore it. Just then the dog trots over the door to the door where you're both standing, her tiny body trembling with excitement as she begins to growl at you with surprising volume for her size. You notice the wet mark around her mouth and immediately understand that Soren must have tried to distract her with food before opening the door, hoping to soften her mood. Which didn't work. She's just trying to protect us. But clearly she couldn't be bothered to finish her snack when the opportunity to antagonize you was too tempting. You missed Wyan too, didn't you, Princess? I told you, get away from him. That's what she's saying. Princess is a small, greedy, one-eyed chihuahua mix that Soren adopted, and though he refuses to admit, she absolutely has anger issues. No, she's just protective of us. Truthfully, with her temperament and eye patch she wears, Pirate would have been a far more fitting name. Princess Pirate. Don't mind her. She always gets a little sensitive after the vet. I don't blame her. They probed her. Oh, of course, no problem. But you know damn well it has nothing to do with the vet. She despises you from the moment you met, for reasons you never understood. Literally, plot twist, she does not despise us. She's literally warning us. Like, telling us that all the red flags. We can't speak dog. Not that you can say that to Soren, who somehow still believes his princess is the sweetest, jealous dog alive. Luckily, as long as he's around, her hatred doesn't escalate beyond bared teeth and growls. So as you both head to the living room, she sells for glaring daggers at you at your back. No, if he wasn't around, she'd probably be on our lap giving us loving. Okay, let's not ask. Don't ask. Sorry, Princess Reno. The last thing you want to think about right now is Princess. Oh, we want to think about Princess all the time. So you skip over any dates. You skip over any updates about her condition without a second thought. After all, she was the one who ruined your video call last night. The one that displayed the breakup conversation to tonight. Delayed the breakup conversation to tonight. She was giving us a chance not to, so he wouldn't stalk us more. You could even say she indirectly responsible for you missing the chance to pick up your dress for tomorrow's birthday party. I mean, you'll probably miss it altogether. We didn't miss it. We have the dress. And that will most likely damage things with Mia, your best friend who invited you. Okay, fine. You're just tense. And maybe a little unfairly demonizing a tiny grumpy dog. A tiny, cute grumpy dog. The moment you step into the living room, the mouth-watering aroma of fried ribs spill out of the kitchen, wrapping around you. A single glance at the table tells you everything. The carefully arranged plates, the candles casting their warm glow, and the favorite wine chilling in the ice bucket. It's painfully clear how much effort Soren can put into this dinner, and the guilt inside you swells just a little more. How many of your exes ever cooked a meal like this for you? Better question, how many ever cooked for you at all? Not reheated leftovers, not takeout, cooked. Not microwave dinners, TV dinners. Was there even one among them who appreciated a meal you prepared? Maybe the real problem isn't the relationship, but your own feelings. Maybe what you should do is silence those unreliable emotions, the ones that keep dragging you into the wrong relationships, and finally listen to logic. Maybe instead of breaking up with Soren, you should be proposing to him. But why would Soren accept a proposal from someone like you? Oh, he would definitely accept in a heartbeat. He has a better job, a nicer house, a reliable car, a bit of a dog, hobbies that fulfill him, and a life that seems to be going perfectly well. Meanwhile, you have nothing but a job you constantly complain about, a few old friends, weak family ties, a bunch of trauma and debt left over from terrible past relationships. The only thing you can offer him are your rather feeble love compared to his, some of that, maybe a bit of charm, and a whole lot of chatter. He likes to chatter, though. No, no, you're not being that too harsh on yourself. Tim, we are. You just want to remind yourself of the truth, that's all. Unlike your previous partners, you never understood what exactly keeps him in this relationship. Could this be what they call true love? Unfortunately, after your past bad relationships, your instincts wouldn't let you put those rose-colored glasses back on. You no longer believe in fairy tales with white knights rescuing princesses from the monsters. He is a monster and the knight, though. Depending on his mood, you could jump in, trying to come up with excuses for your unusually long silence caused by your thoughts. Everything looks amazing. Even such a simple phrase is enough to make his eyes light up. I'm glad you liked it. The food's almost ready. Do you need any help? No need, darling. I got it. Please, just sit and relax for a bit. You must be tired from trying to make it in time for dinner. We didn't make it on time. You've forgotten all about being late since he hasn't said a word about it till now. But now, even a subtle remark from Soren is enough to unsettle your present peace. What little of it may still be left. You could begin crafting several possible explanations in your head for why you were late. Ones that don't involve the birthday party tomorrow, and that he is unlikely to question. But he doesn't give you a chance to lie. After checking on his dog, who has now gone to her bed in the corner, Soren smiles at you and disappears down the hallway. While you wait for him, maybe you could do something. Well, we're gonna go to the kitchen. Go to the kitchen. Even though Soren didn't ask you for your help, you feel it wouldn't be right to just sit back and relax while he prepares something for you in the kitchen. Besides, it's your last evening together. Of course, the presence of the dog, still curled up in the bed, yet clearly alert, might have also influenced your decision. As his footsteps fade down the hallway, you leave the living room door and follow him into his spacious, airy kitchen, nothing like the small, open kitchen in your studio apartment. The moment you step inside, you're startled by the sight of the kitchen table already lined with mazes, salads, and other dishes. Soren, really? You don't need to go through all this trouble. He stands at the corner with his back to you, turning his head at the sound of your voice. You told me lately you've been skipping meals because of work. We need to take care of your nutrition, darling. I don't want you getting sick. Oh, you can't remember when you said that to him. Probably just slipped out during one of your usual phone rants about how your boss dumped all the work on you. Yet somehow he always seems to care more about the things you say than even you do. Your voice quivers slightly as you speak. That's very thoughtful, thank you. Don't mention it, darling. You know I always enjoy doing the things for you, so don't worry about anything tonight. Just enjoy it. Offer to help him. I think this is going to end up with ending D- or something. Driven by the definite need to ease your guilt, you jump in. I want to help. I could chop those spinach leaves, for example. He lifts his head from the bowl he's mixing ingredients and glances a bunch of spinach you point at, smiling. I think I really have enough spinach for the salad, darling. Just having you here is enough for me. But if you really insist, I appreciate if you could tidy up a bit, especially if you could put those spinach leaves back in the fridge before they spoil any further. Oh, of course! You leave to have something to do, and you begin putting away the items that have been used in a meal prep and then forgotten. At the very least, you hope that after everything's over and you leave his house, you have shorn that painful phase when Soren cleans up and feels like all his effort was for nothing. Meanwhile, your eyes are drawn to the small pile of knives slacked haphazardly at the far end of the table. Like he was going to use it for something else. They're clearly large, broad, and sturdy, no doubt about that. But you can't quite imagine what they'll be used for a normal kitchen. They're butcher knives. And despite how solid they look, the knives seem quite old. Judging by their worn handles and dull sheen, they've definitely been used many times. Even without leaning in too close, you can smell the harsh scent of cleaning chemicals that cling to them. Okay, I think this is gonna give us that meat scene that was in the beginning. They said in the beginning, unable to continue curiosity, call out to him, who still has his back to you. What are those knives for? Caught off guard by the sudden question, he turns towards you with his pan still in his hand. Huh? Oh, those are my grandfather's butcher knives. When he closed shop, he sold most of the large tools and machines, but he kept the knives because he loved them. You might touch the sharp edge of those blades with your finger. They're still pretty sharp. Do you use them often? He chuckles softly and turns the pan to the stove. They still come in handy from time to time, sure, but mostly, I just clean them now and then, and keep them for sentimental reasons. Let me handle them, sweetheart. You might hurt yourself. You're right. I'm clumsy enough as is. Heating is warning you. Back away from the knives and open the fridge door and put away the last few items from the table. There's a lot of meat here. And as you do, your attention is drawn to the top shelf, packed with plastic wrap packages of meat. It's clear he's recently stocked up, but there's a problem. Only a few packages seem to be store-bought. Where did you get all this meat? Most of them don't have any kind of label indicating date, type, or weight. A chill runs down your spine. Like, what kind of meat? There is the trigger warning of cannibalism. So, what if the mouth-watering smell filled the kitchen right now is coming from one of those packages? Well, I don't think he's feeding us that. Where did you get this meat, Soren? I don't really see dates on them. You can't stop the voice from trembling slightly. They're fresh cuts from the butcher I trust. They're absolutely nothing to worry about, sweetheart. Are you sure about that? I saw the warning label. For the game, Soren. I saw the warning label. I never poison you. You're always safe with me. Oh, that's not what I meant. I saw the warning label. Your cheeks flush vomitory, and you feel embarrassed, as if this secret had just slipped out. The memory is still fresh. Your mother, who was never fond of cooking or taking care of you, and your sister once poisoned you, both with expired food, while trying to prove something to your constantly criticizing father. I mean, what? It was something you never told anyone, not even Soren. Trying to brush it off and move past the odd moment, you say the first thing that comes to mind. You've definitely been eating a lot of meat lately. Just trying to stick to my diet with the new weight training I've started. So tell me, do you think it's paying off? Well, you do got muscle. I doubt I can give a proper answer with the sweater on. The words slip out before you can stop them, and you immediately regret your thoughtless remark, but his response catches you even more off guard. This takes off. I could take you off if you like. As your gaze shifts to him, you catch something intense in his eyes, and you feel a rush of heat start in your belly and spread through your body. You haven't had that with him since the thought of breaking up first crossed your mind. That period has been unusually long for you, yet you never thought of it as strange. Soren has always been more reserved and understanding than your previous boyfriends, and intimacy was never a big part of your relationship. But now you knows he's been more forward than ever. Okay, we're just gonna, I think it's actually gonna lead us to F. Unless you're going to burn the meat. Your voice trails off towards the end of the sentence, fading into silence. It feels like your reason is clashing with your impulses, but before you can tell which side is winning, he turns off the stove with a teasing smile and walks over towards you. In the distance between the distance between you vanishes. His hands slide over your wrist, pulling you towards him. When his lips touch your neck, you forget everything for a moment, including your plan to break up with him. His warm lips travel up your neck to your ear, lightly biting your earlobe, sending a hot shiver down your spine as he whispers, "I'll take it off after dinner. That way, I won't have to put it back on." The mention of dinner triggers alarm bells on your head, and just like that, you manage to pull yourself away from him and his effect on you, at least for now. He, as if he weren't trying to seduce you moments ago, continues in a casual tone. "If you want, we can sit down before the meat gets cold." "Sure." You pause for a moment before leaving the kitchen, trying to make sense of what just happened. Thinking about having that with him, with your soon-to-be ex-boyfriend in the kitchen, quite frankly, unbelievable. Wow, he's a Yandere. Your inability to control your impulses is quite still a serious problem for you. You found dinner with Soren begins like any hour, despite the tension churning inside you. As the scent of the warm lamb chops he's just served reaches your nose, you realize you're actually hungry. He takes a seat across from you at the table and offers an encouraging smile. "Please try, love. I hope you like it. After everything he's done to prepare this for you, there's no way you could refuse." You pick up your fork under his attentive gaze and bring one of the precise pieces into your mouth. You don't need to be a gourmet to know its perfection. The crispness of the outside, the tenderness of the juicy center, the way every piece is balanced just right. Gally's known he was skilled in the kitchen, but this is flawless. Absolutely perfect. I've never had anything like this in my life. He doesn't just react to the compliment itself. What satisfies him more is what he's seeing in your face, in your eyes. Even in the soft glow of the candlelight, you could tell the emotions weighing up behind his gaze. Smiling, he leans forward and refills your wine glass. "I'm glad to hear that, love." For the next minute or so, the only sound are the rain tapping against the window and your utensils against the plate. Even Princess is absent, granting you both a moment of rare privacy. Continue eating. Your gaze shifts towards the window, noticing the rain outside has picked up. The thought of the car journey in the sweater begins to feel more and more unappealing. Besides, you're not exactly eager to leave this warm, peaceful home and return to your own small but chaotic studio apartment. You decide a breakup conversation can wait a little longer. Soren catches your fleeting gaze out the window and smiles at you. "I'm really happy when you said you'd come for dinner. We haven't seen each other much lately. You know how work has been lately. So busy I could barely find time to eat. The truth is, that's not the only reason you haven't been seeing him. But for now, you're grateful you could use work as an excuse. Eager to move on from the awkward subject, you glance around the room. I hope Princess isn't off somewhere causing trouble. Oh, she is. Unlike you, he doesn't look away. His eyes stay fixed on you. Don't worry, love. She's usually well behaved. She's probably asleep in my room. Working is such a stressful environment. It must be wearing you down. Work must be a stressful environment. To be honest, the first thought that crosses your mind every morning before starting work is to resign. But right now, you're sure he doesn't need to know that. It's nothing I can handle. I'm almost used to my boss on nonsense by now. What about you? How's everything on your end? He pauses as he silences a thick piece of meat from his plate. Since he doesn't enjoy talking about his job, all you know is that compared to yours, he has more control over his hours and working conditions, and definitely earns more working in a field of cybersecurity. And that doesn't change now. That doesn't change now. Same as always, love. Everything's fine. I'm glad to hear that. As dinner continues, the conversation drifts to more everyday topics, becoming so simple and comforting that it almost makes you forget why you came here in the first place. Indistinguishable. Not like you're. How am I gonna say? The same from your usual familiar evening meetups. Finish your chops. As you finish all the meat on your plate and run your tongue over the remaining sauce on your knife, you lift your head only to lock eyes with Soren. Your cheeks flush momentarily as you quickly set the knife back down. Given how fast you cleaned your full plate, you're sure that you must look like you've been starved for weeks. It was really delicious. You know, I've never been eating ready-made stuff lately. I've only been eating ready-made stuff lately. Marvelously, when Soren looks at you, he must see something other than your oil-slicked face, because he smiles warmly. I'm glad your appetite's back, love. When I first saw you out the door, I almost forgot you were sick. Almost thought you were sick. Your face looks more alive now. You regret skipping makeup, but try not to let it show on your face. I don't wear makeup. Must have just been exhaustion. More likely. Would you like me to fry up a few more chops for you? Despite how full you are, something stirs inside you as Soren gentles offer. An odd hunger returns without warning. But it's real appetite, or just distraction from everything else you can't bring yourself to focus on tonight. Your last evening with him? Either way, it doesn't justify making Soren go through the trouble in the middle of dinner. As you scan the table to consider your options, your eyes drift to his plate. You notice he's only halfway through, with already a generous portion compared to yours. Still, his chops look different. Spicier, crispier, somehow more flavorful. Yeah, I don't think we want what he's eating. I know the content warning. I don't think we want to eat it. Surely he didn't save the best for himself. It's probably just your greed screwing your perception. Whatever the case, your mouth waters enough to turn back to him. There's no need to trouble yourself. Maybe I could try a bit of from yours. They seem kind of different. I think they are different. Soren's smile remains in place, yet you catch a flicker of darkness in his eyes. Oh, I didn't think you'd notice. Yeah, is it human? You're right, love. It's game meat. Male buffon. A type of wild sheep. Yeah, I don't think it's that. Are you doing this about our exes? The butcher said it was fresh, so I wanted to try it. Still, it might be a bit heavy for your stomach. His tone stays gentle, yet there's a faint hesitation buried in his words. Whenever he's unsure of the cut or the recipe, you can't tell. Recall the 2 separate pans he used while cooking. Most likely the unlabeled meat you saw in the fridge came from the same animal. Even so, your curiosity weighs your caution. You're ready to ignore even the risk of food poisoning. Yeah, I don't think we want to eat what he's eating. I doubt a single bite could hurt. It must be delicious. Everything we make is. Soren smiles again, though something in his gaze shifts, curiosity replacing caution. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure I don't want to eat it. I've never been more certain. Tilting his head slightly, he speaks in a familiar soft voice. As you wish, my love. Instead of moving to cut to your plate, he rises and walks over, slicing a small piece just for you. Rain pours against the windows, and for a moment the clang of knife against the dish blurs with the storm outside. Open up, sweetheart. The gesture feels strange, but you're used to Soren's occasional burst of romantic whimsy as you let him feed you. You place a piece of meat into your mouth like in one bite. Soren doesn't take his eyes off your face. Chew it well, my love. As meat melts into your tongue, a burst of spices come first, followed by something unexpected. Lighter, sweeter. Note hits your plate. A palate. How is it? There's a subtle tension in Soren's face, as if he could taste the meat himself through you. It doesn't taste like Ain. Well, the animal. You know he always gets a little nervous when you try out a new recipe on you, but this feels different. You can't help but wonder if he's unusually sensitive or sensitive to criticism about his cooking. Thankfully, at this moment, there's nothing in your mind but praise. Delicious. Now I understand why you didn't want to share. I was only teasing. It's truly amazing. How about giving me your butcher's address? His expression softens completely. I think he's the butcher. No need for that. I'll make it free anytime you like, my love. For a few unannounced seconds, the warmth of Soren's palm cradles your cheek. Then his thumb gently wipes a drop of oil from the corner of your lips. You catch a glimpse of him bring that thumb to his own lips before returning to his seat. His plate stays on your side of the table. Please eat as much as you want. I'm glad you've opened to new taste. You're open to new taste. Next time I'll prepare something even more special. It's gonna be worse. Next time. You have no idea if will be a next time, but you don't push it. I'll be looking forward to it. Just promise me it won't be during the holiday season. Soren's only response is a sweet laugh. As you take another slip of wine, the lingering taste remains on your tongue. You reach for another piece of the chop. Try to bring up your decision. Wait. Wait. You realize how... Wait, it's gone. Gone. Both the meal and the hour. Only when Soren rises from the table to bring dessert. At the start of the evening, you planned to end things between you for good. But now, here you are, seated across from him, having finished an ordinary dinner, like any other night. I don't think it was ordinary. I don't think we really knew what we were eating. After washing the grease from your face and rinsing your mouth in the bathroom, you turn to the dinner table before Soren does. Check your phone. To be continued. Okay, I think that was actually just me and... So, instead of... So it'd be like maybe ending B. So if you like my content, please consider subscribing, liking the video, and commenting down below, and I'll see you guys next time.